戻ろう。あの頃みたいに。待って。振られちゃったらどうなる？僕は大丈夫だよ。さあ、行こう。
Let's kick things off with a quote from the most famous spy in the anime world. In order to maintain the peace of this world, I cannot afford to fail this mission. Well said, Twilight. Of course, most people just know him as Loid Forger, Anya's dad and yours loving husband. Good evening, friends. Or is it just us, or has Summer decided to go full power mode? Anyone else blasting the AC just to make it through the day? Luckily, it's time for the first part of our weekly news roundup. What's new with the news? Japan, anime, and manga. That's today's plan. In anime news, we've got the return of Ostania's most dysfunctional family with Season 3 of Spy X Family. Then there's a fresh adaptation from Science, Saru, based on a story by Paru Itagaki, Sanda, and an original anime cooked up by Aniplex and Sony Music, apparently mixing idols and world salvation, SI-VIS, The Sound of Heroes. Oh, and of course, it wouldn't be a proper anime roundup without at least one new Isekai, a gatherer's adventure in Isekai. On the manga front, Manga Up, Global, and Square Enix are going strong, adding 2 new titles to their lineup. One of them is a spin-off from a universe everyone knows. Cast-off magic tool researcher is actually an S-rank mage, and the Apothecary Diaries, Shaolan's story. The rest? Well, you'll have to watch the video till the end. And over on YouTube, it's Kaiju No. 8-Day. Kafka finally jumped into battle, and it looks like he's getting the hang of his powers. Before you finish all the popcorn, hit play and let's dive in.
Bang. アロマさん、力を抜いてください。
Let's start with something for the fan service crowd. WWW Wave Corporation just dropped a teaser for the anime Don't Touch Kodasashi, where a wannabe sports doctor somehow ends up at an all-girls athletic school and becomes their official masseur. Convenient, right? The early premiere is set for September 28th, featuring a cast packed with well-known voice actors and a production team that promises a lot more than just therapeutic touches.
On this island, we want the Pokémon to have as much fun as they'd like. We'll do our...
Next up, one of the most iconic franchises ever, now in stop motion. Pokémon Concierge returns on September 4th with more adorable and possibly therapeutic episodes streaming on Netflix. The stop-motion series, which already felt like a visual spa back in 2023, continues with our concierge Haru managing a whole bunch of fuzzy guests with big personalities, produced by Dwarf Studio, yup, the Rilakuma people, featuring Karen Fukuhara as Haru in the English dub, and chill tunes by Maria Takeuchi. Prepare for good vibes only.
転校生の石川さんは吸血鬼だ。ミステリアスな雰囲気と圧倒的な存在。
And now, a young vampire. Who can't use her fangs properly? Lil Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right premieres this October and might just be the most adorably awkward supernatural comedy of the season. Little Luna dreams of being a mysterious and terrifying vampire. But she's short, clumsy, and doesn't even know how to suck blood properly. Luckily, or not, her classmate Tatsuda discovers her issue and decides to help. With music by HG and Manami Tanaka on vocals, this show is shaping up to be cute chaos with a dash of gothic glitter.
ここからどうしよう。
探査魔法発動!
Of course, no roundup is complete without an isekai. Adapted from a light novel, naturally. Another day, another isekai. This time, it's a gatherer's adventure in Isekai, premiering in October. Takaru, an average office worker with zero charisma, is transported to the magical world of Medeus, where he gains physical and magical abilities, and the ultimate power, finding rare junk. Yep, it's the hoarding isekai, brought to life by studios Tatsunoko and Synergy SP, with music by Hiroshi Takaki and the opening theme, Prologue, by Nornis. Halfway through, time for something wholesome. Kadokawa unveiled a charming teaser for Koala Aniki, an anime based on Yuami's heartwarming manga. Launching in October on YouTube, the series follows the daily life of an optimistic koala who journals about the little things, good or bad, everything's worth recording. With Aya Uchida voicing Japan's chillest marsupial, direction by Takao Kato, and animation by Studio Mother, this is the feel-good slice of life your soul didn't know it needed. Grab tissues and a warm tea. How about a movie from a saga that never stops surprising us? Aikatsu Ex Prepara. The movie Dei no Kiseki hits theaters on October 10th, promising a glitter bomb of idol nostalgia. Celebrating 10 years of both franchises, the film unites characters from the 2014 generation in a crossover overflowing with fan service, dance routines, and outfits fabulous enough to crash a hologram. The main song, Happy Tuning, features stars from both series and was created just for this sparkly cinematic event.
こういう喋り方だけど、気にしないで。
気にならないよ。
And now it looks like hip-hop fever is hitting our lineup. Wandance premieres in October and is set to be the anime that'll have everyone dancing, or at least tapping their foot on the couch. Produced by Madhouse, with choreography by none other than Rihata. Yes, the same one who worked with BTS and EXO. The show follows Kaboku, a shy teen who discovers a passion for hip-hop after watching Wanda perform. Over 30 tracks bring this stylish, sweat-filled journey of self-expression to life. Streaming on Disney+, so you better start warming up.
俺たち SI-VIS は超人気音楽ユニット。だが実は人々の笑顔を守るために戦うヒーローでも。
We've reached the podium, and we're sticking with music and dance. In third place, Aniplex and Sony Music present SI-VIS The Sound of Heroes, an original anime dropping in October that mixes idol energy with world-saving missions. The story follows a wildly popular vocal group who are... surprise! Actually secret heroes fighting off a mysterious calamity through live concerts. With scripts by Fumiaki Maruto, Sakano, and character designs by Hidari, this Music X Hero hybrid promises explosions, drama, and dramatic high notes, all before the encore. Taking the silver medal, we've got a manga launch. You'll see why. Paru Itagaki, Beastars, returns with Sanda, a manga where Christmas is a forgotten legend and kids are basically an endangered species. Titan Manga just released a new trailer and confirmed the English volume One Release for September 9th. The story follows Sanda Kazushige, an elementary school boy caught up in a holiday-themed conspiracy involving ancient magic. The anime adaptation drops October 3rd, brought to life by the ever-bold science Saru. And in first place, the return of anime's most dysfunctional family. The Forger family is officially back this October with the long-awaited Season 3 of SPY-X Family. The first teaser is out and opens with The Forgers Come Back, making it clear that everyone's favorite chaotic yet lovable spy family still has plenty of missions left. With Yukiko Imai directing and production once again shared by W-It Studio and Cloverworks, this new season promises more action, more family drama, and the delightful madness we've all come to love. We kick things off with Square Enix and a manga adaptation of a light novel, Manga Up, Global has added the manga version of Cast-Off Magic Tool. Researcher is actually an S-rank mage, a light novel where Werner, a genius in magic tools, is expelled from his academy out of pure jealousy from the Chancellor. Without him, the academy basically collapses, since no one can even begin to understand his high-level theories. The manga began serialization in November 2023, and Volume 2 is set to release on September 5th. And of course, we couldn't go without a spin-off. Uzu Natsumo is launching Tamon-kun Imadochi, F/ACE Offstage, a spin-off promising to dive into the chaotic backstage lives of the fictional boy band F/ACE. The debut is set for September 1st in the special issue, The Hana to Yum Numa. For those unfamiliar, Taman's B-side, licensed by Viz Media, follows Taman, an insecure idol on the verge of quitting, and his superfan who absolutely refuses to let that happen. Drama, music, and fan devotion all rolled into one, perfect for those who can't resist a good idol romance. Next up, a story that's coming to a close. Asumiko Nakamura's Tales of the Kingdom is wrapping up. The final chapter will appear in the December issue of Ultra Jump, out November 19th. This poetic, melancholic tale follows the intertwined fates of Adarte and Adolte, two men whose paths cross in a kingdom where light and shadow are constantly at odds. Running since 2017, the manga built a loyal following thanks to its intense tone and elegant visuals, and the latest English volume just dropped via Yen Press. Speaking of endings, cue the sad music. The Demon Prince of Momochi House. Succession is also coming to an end, with the final chapter appearing in the November issue of Asuka, hitting shelves on September 24th. After a break following the original series, which Viz Media published up to Volume 16 in 2020, Aya Shuodo brought us back to the mysterious Momochi House and its charming demon residents. For fans of supernatural romance mixed with family drama, this long-awaited goodbye is finally here. Anything tied to Mao Mao's world is always worth mentioning. Manga UP. Global has added the Apothecary Diaries, Xiaolan's story, a fresh take on the Apothecary Diaries universe told from Xiaolan's perspective, written by original author Huganatsu and adapted by artist Itsuki Nanao. The series began in March on Square Enix's Manga UP site. For the uninitiated, the Apothecary Diaries has been a long-standing success, with its manga running since 2017 and the novels dating all the way back to 2011. And finally, something to melt your brain a little. Kyoto Printing's Kodama Tales subsidiary announced at San Diego Comic-Con that it will publish Smile, or Smiley, by Mite Hattori in English in January 2026. The story follows Yushi Kamome, a broken journalist haunted by the death of his daughter and the disappearance of his wife, who infiltrates a bizarre cult called the Smiling Hearts Society, where smiles may hide some very dark secrets. It's shaping up to be a psychological thriller that pulls no punches.
お茶が入りましたよ。
こんなことして意味あるんですか？うまく縛れないだろ、じっとしてろ。先生、僕は誰の役ですか？実は子供あんまり好きじゃないんですけど。
うっさいな。お前は黙って泣いてればいいんだよ。
バク。もしかしてお母様ですか？お邪魔してます。
One of today's highlights is the spin-off from this story. So what better way to introduce it than with a quote from the ever-watchful Mao Mao herself? People lie with words, but their bodies rarely do. Honestly, if she weren't the imperial apothecary in the Inner Palace, she'd make a fantastic forensic detective. So what caught your attention the most this time? On the anime side, Loid, Yor, Anya, and Bond, can't forget the telepathic dog, are back. The creator of Beastars brings yet another story to life on screen. Music and idols are apparently going to save the world, and of course, we're off to another universe to hunt for rare treasures. We also got a young vampire who still has a lot to learn, and yes, massages and fan service continue to go hand in hand. On the manga side, Square Enix stood out with a spin-off of Mao Mao's story, this time starring Xiaolan, and another series with one of those wonderfully long titles full of magic, students, and mystical academies. We also saw the end of 2 stories, both tinged with supernatural and medieval vibes. And for English-speaking readers, there's a new psychological thriller heading your way, one with plenty of sinister smiles. Who? Can we go to sleep now? Don't forget to share the video on your socials, smash that virtual like button, recharge your batteries, hit the beach, but take a manga with you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. See you then, folks.